I'm Dwight Fanton. I chair Department of Public Works. Please join me in a pledge to the flag. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Mr. Fanton.
Here.
Mr. Demick.
Here.
Mr. Barnes.
Present.
Mr. Curran.
Here.
Mr. Healy.
Here.
Mr. Stockin. And Mr. Harris. 6 present.
Thank you. Could I get a motion for the minutes for January 2nd, 2025, please?
Healy will move it.
Curran, second.
Thank you. Additions or corrections? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? They're approved. And January 8th, 2025, please.
Demick will move that.
Thank you.
Barnes, second.
Thank you. Additions or corrections? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? They are approved. Okay, Mr. Wendis, please.
Thank you, sir. First thing on is just a couple capital updates. Our bridge crew is moving up to County Route 36 to start that bridge project. Again, it's right on County Route 36 at the county border. We're going to be closing it down hopefully mid next week. We're getting the blocks delivered Thursday, tomorrow, and Friday. Without any weather delays, we should be done with all the block delivery, and then we can start shutting it down and doing our demo. But if with weather gets a little delayed, we might be a few days later. But we have gotten the notices out, but just wanted to make sure everybody was aware we're going to be shutting that down. And then with us moving to 36, obviously we have County Route 19 back open again using the new bridge with millings on there. In the spring, we will close it back down, use a temporary detour bridge, and pave that. Any questions on our bridge projects? Mr. Healy.
Yes, Mike?
What's the status of the Belfast Bridge?
Status of the Belfast Bridge, good question. We were delayed because of the steel beam. The scheduled plan was for mid to late February to have the steel delivered and erected. I have not heard any updates, so that's still what they're proposing. Once they get it installed, then they're going to start all of their framing, rebar, tying, and getting it prepped for concrete as soon as they can do it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anybody else on that? Okay.
All right, thank you. Next on the agenda is permission to award bridge decks for our next year's projects. We went through the bid process, and the bid tab is in your packet, and Public Works requests permission to award the following materials for the upcoming bridge projects. We have 2 bridges that we are recommending: galvanized steel bridge superstructures and guide rail systems. Those are Local Bridge 2601 and 1514. And then pre-stressed concrete bridge superstructure by Whitford for Local Bridge 0430. And then we have a precast concrete bridge substructure, stone strong block wing wall, and precast concrete box culvert system with a cutoff wall. And it's all in, money's in the budget.
Could I get a motion?
Demick will move that.
Thank you.
Stockin, second.
Thank you. Discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That is approved.
Thank you very much. Next item is we're requesting to purchase a paver. Public Works requests permission to purchase one 2015 AP 1000F paver from Milton Cat of Batavia. Purchase price $28,924. That would come out of our budgeted funds. And just so you know, as you know, a couple years ago we bought a used paver. The existing one we have is a 2012. This unit is obviously 3 years newer. It has half the hours on it, plus it has all the new automation and slope control. And that totaled $28,000 is with our trade-in of ours going back in.
So we're fortunate we're able to find a good used one, that's for
Absolutely.
sure.
Absolutely.
All right. Somebody want to move that?
Healy will move it.
Curran, second.
Thank you. Discussion?
Tom,
Yes, sir.
that item we also let the towns and villages also use, is that correct?
Yes, we pay for them. We go with the paver and help them. Yes,
So it's part of our shared services.
Absolutely.
With our local municipalities. Thank you.
you're welcome.
Okay. I got one. Nope.
Can you take immediate,
Yes. This one's
Access to
on,
it?
this is in their shop.
Have
was
it in
one that
time
had-
for-
It's one that had been traded in, and, our guys had gone up and looked at it. It's got exactly what they've been looking for. We were, kind of what we were looking for the first time, but the other one came through, was in the right price range. And if you remember, we spent almost 60 to 80 grand a year to rent one. So now, we've purchased, that one was already paid off, after using it 2 years. So this one's really just a bonus to try and upgrade to the next, a newer model.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, thank you. The next item is permission to purchase a plow truck. Public Works requests permission to purchase one 2026 Mack Granite 6x4 plow truck from Conway Beam Truck Group. Purchase price of $316,424.10. It's on an Onondaga contract, and that would come out of the capital H5197.200. Little background on that. We had gotten permission last year to order a plow truck. We ordered it, put a PO in on it, and unfortunately, the company never put the order in. We got notified day after Christmas this year, hey, issue us a new PO and we'll get you a new truck ordered. I said, we don't have one on this year's budget. Well, this is the one you were supposed to order last year. So needless to say, we're not going to go through that company anymore. The difference is we PO'd that one at $311,964. So the difference is about $4,500 for a 2026 versus a 2025, and they have guaranteed us that we will have the truck by spring. We had already ordered the box, so we will have it for this year's plow season come up in October.
Demick will move that.
Thank you.
Healy will second.
Thank you. Discussion?
It's not electric, right?
It is not electric.
It's automatic, too.
That's correct.
Thank you.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That is approved.
Thank you very much. And the last one under highway is, regretfully, we're asking to request to fill a position and all subsequent positions, the engineering technician's job. Noah Logan's done a phenomenal job for us. He has decided to move on to DOT.
Okay, so I get a motion on that.
Barnes.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. Discussion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That is approved.
Thank you, and that's all I have for highway. Does anybody have any questions on any highway, solid waste, or buildings and grounds? So I don't have any, oh, yeah, Mr. Barnes.
When you were talking about bridge decks earlier, brought up in my mind, a few years back, the county got some bridge decks from the bridge across the Hudson.
Tappan Zee?
Yes,
I'll refer to
Tappan Zee.
always, yes.
I just wondered how they've worked out for us.
Really well, really well. We've put all 6 panels in the ground. We created 3 bridges for using them, and great product. They're heavy, but great product, and especially with the price. So, yes, we've already put them into use. I wish we would have been able to get more, but.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anybody else? Okay, go ahead, Tom.
Okay, thank you. And then just under unfinished business, just want to give you an update on first the conflict defender. All contractors are down there. They're working their way through the renovations. Had a few little snafus, nothing major. We've gotten answers for it. Gotten Hunt involved to redesign a few things, so that's moving along well. 55 Chamberlain, we're planning, we had a meeting just the other day to move everybody into that within the next 30 days. We've been starting doing some cleaning there, some deep cleaning, and being ready to move them in. And then the roof project here, no change, 99% complete. We have a few punch list items, but they got to wait for the weather to get those things done. And then Stark Building Controls. Building Controls is done, and then their fire. The panels are powered, and testing will be done in the next couple weeks. And they are hoping to be done with all of that changeover for the fire system by the beginning of March.
Yeah, I just, Tom was showing me some pictures on that house, or the conflict defender remodel is. There's really not much there to work with, is there?
There really wasn't, yeah.
Oh, wow.
they're doing the best they can. They've had to do some modifications. If you stand in the main living space that was in there, that now is going to be the main office space, and take a look around, every wall had different construction types. And actually, when I took those pictures, there was no floor either. They had to take that whole floor out because it was all rotted floor joists. So all that's gone. They got columns in there. They got a whole new floor in there, but they've got to build walls inside of walls so we can get it insulated and build our way back into the inside and finish it off. But it's moving along.
Yep, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Tom. Anybody got new business?
Any questions?
Yes.
I'd just like to, I know Dr. Anderson and his staff are very happy to see the progress and wanted
Good.
to thank you and your staff
Good.
for all you've done to help them get to this point. It's
problem.
very much appreciated.
Yes, and we'll continue to help and hopefully get them settled. Thanks.
Yes.
Yeah, yesterday I was going by there and I just pulled into the parking lot. I hadn't been in there since you cleaned that all out. It's a big improvement. I have one question, and that is, you come off from, what is it, Chamberlain?
Chamberlain? Yep.
You drive through and you can actually, there's a pathway that goes on out by the fire station.
That is correct.
Is that part of the lot? That
It is. It is.
It was, the first part was plowed, that wasn't plowed. Saw where people had driven through there, so I did. But I wasn't sure whether I was breaking rules or not.
No, you can. We own the property up to a certain point, and then it's a right-of-way out to the back road, which I can't remember the name of that road now that you're saying it. But
Stevens Street.
Okay, so our plan is to bring them in and out onto Chamberlain, because now that it's opened up and easier, we just prefer to do that. We've had some discussions about, maybe bus drop-offs and that we might have to change that configuration a little bit. But yeah, we've done quite a bit of work, and we actually had highway drop-off in a Verdi-type box storage container for our snow blowers, salt, all that type of stuff for buildings and grounds. So, coming along.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thanks, Tom.
You're welcome.
New business? Go to the order? Can I get a motion for adjournment, please?
Demick will move.
Helio second.
Do we want to stay? All those in favor say aye. Aye.